This is the Overdue Homework Podcast.
Welcome to the show. That's Trav. I'm Drew.
And I'm Trav.
And this is the Overdue Homework Podcast. And as always, we are here to give you our opinions on 80s and 90s media. Please contact us at podcast@overduehomework.com. Trav, what are our other social media devices that we have?
We're on Facebook and Instagram at Overdue Homework Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, if you're not watching already, our YouTube channel, Overdue Homework Podcast.
Yeah, visit that YouTube channel, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. You know, it's
And to our 12 subscribers.
Yeah, we have 12. 12. You could be number 13 or 14 or 15. Just subscribe, please.
Just subscribe.
Trav, how are you doing?
I'm doing really good, Drew.
Good.
In the Christmas spirit early this year.
Yes.
It helps with our homework assignment and the snow hitting, but yeah, I've watched this movie a lot, so I'm kind of extra jacked for Christmas this year.
Nice. That's a very good point, Trav. This is our Christmas episode, so...
How are you doing, Drew?
I'm doing really, really good. We're recording our Christmas episode on Thanksgiving Day. Just happened to work out pretty well for us this year. I'm just like you. I'm excited for Christmas. We were listening to Christmas music this morning before we went to Cameron's first movie.
Boom.
Yeah, we went and saw Zootopia 2.
Nice.
Which was fun. It was a very full theater, lots and lots of kids, which is nice when you go to an early showing of a kid's movie. It's well understood that it's not going to be a quiet theater.
Yeah,
it's just not going to be a quiet theater. The kids are going to be running around. Cameron did surprisingly well for being 2.5 years old. He made it through 3/4 of the movie before it was just too much. So him and Kristen, they left the theater and they went and found some stuff to do in the mall, which was not much because everything was closed,
right.
except for the little section where the theater actually is. Like they had the metal gate out, so you couldn't even go into the mall or anything like that. So they found some stuff to do. They played some arcade games there at the theater, which our money sucks of arcade games, but still something to do for 40 minutes-ish that he missed of the movie, that Kristen missed of the movie. And
movie was good?
Surprisingly, it was good. There was a really cool moment in it towards the end. No spoiler alert out there.
Ew.
Where they completely pay homage and completely rip off the end of The Shining in the hedge maze. So
nice.
Beat for beat, and if it's not the exact song that's used in The Shining while Jack is entering the hedge maze, it is super, super, super close.
Nice.
They do that really cool shot where Jack is limping, and it's that close-up shot, and he's limping through the hedge maze, and he's got the Kubrick stare going. They recreate that shot completely.
Nice.
It was really, really cool. The movie was it was a success, I would say. Jason Bateman as a lead character in an animated film is spot on. I was a big fan. I
liked the first one, so
it was good. Shakira's back in the second one, just so you know.
Like me some Shakira.
She plays a gazelle, which is, I guess, appropriate.
Sure,
whatever. But it's been a good couple of days off. It's been fun getting ramped up for the Christmas season with the kiddos. So, Well, Trav, with all of that out of the way, I want to tell our podcasters and YouTube viewers at this point that I used an article from mentalfloss.com in production of this podcast, and that article is by Jennifer M. Wood and Mark. Jennifer Wood and Mark Mancini. It's a dual effort on this one because it was a very lengthy article. So it was a dual effort on that one. Well, Trav, with all of that out of the way, why don't we bid our dear YouTubers goodbye? You'll have to hit up the actual podcast if you want to hear the homework review. So see you later, YouTubers. Check it out. Please check it out. The whole podcast, overduehomework.com. That's where you can find it. Anywhere you podcast. Do it. I dare you. Okay, Trav, since we've said goodbye to the YouTube viewers, it's time for us to hit up that homework review, which is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation from 1989. It was one of only 2 Christmas movies released in 1989. Through the holiday season, though the holiday season is usually packed with Christmas-themed movies, Christmas Vacation was one of only 2 that were released in 89. The other was John Hancock's Prancer, and Johnny Galecki, a.k.a. Rusty, starred in both.
Oh,
Double
nice.
Christmas feature for good old Johnny Galecki that year, I guess. Directed by Jeremiah S. Chekik. written by John Hughes. Hughes was not a fan of sequels. So, this is a sequel to 2 other movies in this vacation lineage. Though many of Hughes' films have spawned sequels, the man himself was not a fan of retreads. He was credited as a writer on European Vacation and claimed the script for Christmas Vacation only because the studio came to him and begged for another vacation movie. And he only agreed because he had a good story to base it on, Hughes said in an interview. But those movies have become little more than Chevy Chase vehicles at this stage, is what he said. I didn't even know about Vegas Vacation until I read about it in the trades. Ever since it came out, people have been coming up to me with disappointed looks on their face asking, "What were you thinking?" And John Hughes says, "I had nothing to do with that movie, I swear."
Sure.
Have you seen Vegas Vacation?
I haven't, but is it Vegas Vacation, European Vacation, and is there another?
So it's Vacation.
Vacation is the first one.
Yep, and then it's European Vacation.
Okay.
Then it's Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
And then it's Vegas Vacation.
All right.
Yeah.
And Chase and this family are in all 4?
Yes, they're in all 4, but the kids change in every movie. Well, no, Rusty and Audrey were the same actor and actors now. Through the first 2 movies, and then they changed in this movie. Maybe not the first 2 movies. The first movie for sure. The second movie had Anthony Michael Hall in it, I think. Man.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember exactly. But yes, this is
4 of
the
them.
third of the 4th. And wasn't there an Ed Helms starred Vacation that came out maybe a year or 2 ago? I'm pretty sure there was some. Based on characters by John Hughes, produced by John Hughes and Tom Jacobson, starring Chevy Chase as Clark W. Sparky Griswold Jr. What a name. Beverly D'Angelo as Ellen Griswold, Juliette Lewis as Audrey Griswold, Johnny Galecki as Rusty Griswold, John Randolph as Clark Griswold Sr., Diane Ladd as Nora Griswold, Clark's mother, E.G. Marshall as Arthur Art Smith, Ellen's father, and of course he was the father in Mouse Hunt.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool that he makes his appearance in this movie way before Mouse Hunt was filmed. Doris Roberts as Frances Smith, Ellen's mother. Miriam Flynn as Katherine Johnson. Ellen's cousin, Randy Quaid as Eddie Johnson, Katherine's husband. Cody Berger as Rocky Johnson, the son of Eddie and Katherine. Ellen Hamilton Latson as Ruby Sue Johnson. William Hickey as Uncle Lewis. Hold on a second. E.G. Marshall is not Uncle Lewis. Uncle Lewis was in...
Yeah. It's,
my bad.
It's Ellen's.
Yes. William Hickey as Uncle Lewis, Clark's uncle. Mae Questel as Aunt Bethany, Clark's aunt. Julia Louis-Dreyfus as Margot Chester. Nicholas Guest as Todd Chester. Brian Doyle Murray as Frank Shirley. Cinematography by Thomas E. Ackerman. Edited by Gerald B. Greenberg and Michael A. Stevenson. Music by Angelo Badalamenti, also the Twin Peaks composer.
Hey.
The big difference in the music in this movie and the music that's in Twin Peaks, but it's kind of cool because I'm a big fan of Twin Peaks, and we talked about this before. It would be a very interesting podcast to do, that'd be for sure. Production company Hughes Entertainment, distributed by Warner Brothers. It was released December 1st, 1989, had a budget of $25 million. The movie had a huge budget, particularly for a comedy. $25 million budget to be exact, which was particularly high considering the film had no special effects like a movie like Ghostbusters, which was made for under $30 million. Huh. It's kind of interesting. Must have been all in the actors.
Yeah, must have been.
It had a box office of $73.3 million, and that's $191.5 million in 2025. Pretty good for a comedy.
Hell yeah.
Pretty good for a comedy. Well, Trav, with all of that out of the way, should we head on over to that breakdown?
Let's break it down.
Let's break it down. All right, so of course, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation from 1989. We open with that iconic opening credit animation and song. It's not Holiday Road, which is the song that opens up the other vacation movies up to this one, but it's still very awesome. Animated opening credit scenes are the best. I
Yeah.
love that about 80s and 90s movies. It's really
Agreed.
cool. And the song. I love everything about that song, too. What's not to love about that
Right.
song? The animation style is really cool and everything. It's funny. I hope every other stop for Santa was a little less eventful. 'Cause that's a
Right.
long night if that happens everywhere. It's very, very interesting. It's a cool way to grab your attention at the beginning of the movie, and I particularly really love it. It hits me in the right spot when I see that on TV. I'm like, dang, that's awesome. Really, really love it. Cut to the Griswolds and their station wagon. It's got to be a station wagon if you've
Obviously.
watched any of the other movies. Clark and Ellen, they be singing, and the kids, Rusty and Audrey, could not care less,
No.
like most preteen and teenage children would about their parents singing in the car at the time. They are out selecting the most important of Christmas symbols. It's not a stupid tie with Santa on it, is it? No, not this time, Audrey. You're very funny. You're very funny. But guess what? They got some jackass riding their tail on the highway. The road is completely empty.
Yeah.
It's completely empty. And the road rage is alive and well with Clark, that is for sure. Hey, kids, look, a deer. And floors it, flips
Flips
them
the
off.
bird.
It's very, very funny. Clark decides to burn some dust, which is a very funny line as well. And past that truck, eat my road grit, liver lips. His burns in this movie are like, except for the few swears that are in it, it's very like PC or PG burns. You know, it's
very dad
very-
PG.
a very dad PG burns. I like it. The truck is back, and so is a log-carrying semi that Clark seems to miss completely, merging directly underneath that
Somehow.
truck. Great stunt driving.
Yeah,
I thought that
definitely.
was really cool. I love that bit. Like, why not have this stunt guy drive underneath a semi in the opening of the movie? Kind of gets you going right away.
Also, why not immediately get back out?
Good question.
The road was empty. Just get back out.
Good question. At that point, it'd probably be better to just take the car completely off the road, get
Yeah.
out of that situation. Clark jerks the wheel and ends up flying through the air, and they make it to the tree lot, and they made pretty good time in the
Yeah.
process. The Griswolds, they trek into the wilderness.
Why? They're in a tree lot. Doesn't make sense, but sure.
Let's just trek on out there into the wilderness. You see, kids, this is what our forefathers did. And Audrey is frozen from the waist down at
Yeah.
this point.
Clark does not care.
It's all part of the experience. A number of scenes were filmed in Breckenridge, Colorado. It's not like the Rockies are within distance of the Griswolds, Chicago residents, but that's where Clark and his family go hunting for the perfect Christmas tree.
Right.
Most of that sequence was shot on location in the greater Breckenridge, Colorado area. Also, the hillside where Clark and the kids go sledding is the famous Breckenridge ski slope.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. Clark, he spots the perfect tree. There it is, the Griswold family Christmas tree. Isn't it a little big? It's just a little
It's
full.
just full.
I don't think that thing would fit in our yard.
It's not going in the yard. It's going in our house.
Small problem. Dad, did you bring a saw? No, he did not.
No, he didn't.
He
No
did
problem. They're just gonna Hercules this thing
Just
out of the ground.
Rip it out of the ground.
winter.
Roots and all.
Yep,
That's
no
plausible.
tools.
I just like to, since we don't see it, I like to imagine that Clark did it with brute strength out
Brute
of pure
strength.
anger.
He later says they had to dig it out himself. Dig it out
Dig it
barehanded in the winter. Okay.
Back at home with the Griswolds, and we meet the neighbors. They dislike the Griswolds because they're just like that stereotypical no kids yuppie couple, right?
Yeah.
So they hate everything about the Griswolds next door. They're loud, they're obnoxious, they're just crazy, crazy people compared to the quiet life that they want to live, it seems
Right.
like. They think that the tree is also, they also think the tree is too big. Looks like the toad overestimated the size of his ceiling. That's an entry. Calls him a toad, I guess.
Yeah.
But just as that is said, Clark emerges from the garage, hockey mask and chainsaw in hand. Why not?
Sure.
Why not? Honestly, why not?
like it.
So do I. It's very funny. Great bit. Where do you think you're going to put that big tree? Bend over and I'll show you. You got a lot of nerve talking to me like that, Griswold.
Wasn't talking to you.
The look of like confusion and disgust on Margot's face is priceless. Really,
Yeah.
really like it. Well, that tree, it made it into the house. It's a tight fit. We'll say that it's a tight fit. Do you think there's enough room for the angel? Oh, sure. I had just a little more trimming to do. I give you the Griswold family Christmas tree. They unleash that beast and it breaks through all the windows. it's a little full. There's
It's a little full.
There's a lot of sap in here.
Yeah.
A lot of sap. That night in bed with broken windows in the living room that they never fix in the movie. They never fix it. They broke all those windows in the living room.
No.
It's fine. We're just going to leave them broken for the rest of the season. That's okay.
We're going to break them later again anyway.
It's true. That night in bed, Clark hasn't gotten all the sap off of his hands, it seems. Physical gags from Chevy Chase are the best.
The best. You can tell Ellen's struggling not to laugh, at least at the beginning of this, because she tries to throw it away too. But.
The magazine pages sticking to his hand.
Yeah.
And Ellen's hair and
That
the
one's great.
lamp at the very end.
Yeah.
That is
Her
so
hair
funny.
and the lamp.
Good night, honey. But before we find that out, before we find out that Ellen and Clark's parents are going to be there for Christmas, and all they do is argue, but they are all family, so it should be A-okay.
Yeah,
It should be A-okay. Clark wants to have a Christmas in their house. He's wanted it all his life, the big family Christmas. That's what he wants. He wants everybody there. Is it to make himself feel important? Is it to like legitimately try to give his family great Christmas memories? We learn that he prizes Christmas memories pretty heartily at that point. Clark sets high standards and that he has a hard time living up to. And he's always done that. The film's producer makes a hidden cameo. Maddie Simmons, who produced the movie, was on the cover of the People magazine that Clark is reading in bed.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. By the way, Chase reportedly kept the pajamas he wore in that same bedroom scene until at least 2015. Who knows if he still has them?
Why?
Good question.
Just a good, comfy pair of pajamas, I guess.
We get introduced to the Advent calendar. It's a great way to show the passing of time in this Christmas movie.
Very creative. I like
it too. It's already December 14th, 10 days to Christmas Eve. So let's move over to Clark's work. He's looking at a nice fat bonus this year. I wish I was looking at a nice fat bonus this year. Maybe this podcast would take off. We could get that nice fat bonus, right? He could be the food additive designer of the year. Now that's an award.
That's an award.
That's an award.
That's
Food
still
additive.
a thing.
I'm sure it is. He developed a new flake varnish. So, like, what an interesting, like, very funny, like, I love that writing in this bit because there's no reason to write that specific of a thing into this movie whatsoever.
That's what you do in the Midwest, and you have a job. You're dependent on your Christmas bonus.
So, Trav, what's he gonna do with that bonus?
He's already put a down payment on a pool.
$7,500.
$7,500.
That's a lot of money in 1989.
Yeah.
Probably double it. I bet you that's probably $15,000 to $20,000.
Oh, easily.
Man, pools are expensive. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
We meet Mr. Shirley, Clark's boss, and he does not care about Clark.
Nope. Calls him the wrong name.
All the time, calls him the wrong name. He can never get it right. And he wants a write-up on that food varnish for some investors. The bit after that, which, kind of leaves Clark feeling a little bit dejected as he walks away with as his boss walks away with all his yes man. I love the bit where he's like, kiss my ass.
Kiss his ass.
Kiss your ass. Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah, that's great.
Love it so much. Flash to the crowd shopping for Christmas, and Clark is looking for a gift for his wife, and he meets a very hot sales associate.
Yeah.
Great bit. It's kind of a thing that follows Clark Griswold throughout the vacation movies, is his terrible interactions with hot younger women.
For sure.
It's a bit nipply out.
Can I take something out for you?
Oh boy, yes. There are plenty of shopping days left until adulthood. I don't understand that line. It's still funny, but I don't understand it. 'Tis the season to be merry.
Well, that's my name.
Oh boy. No shit, he says. And then Russ is there for some reason. We don't know why Russ is there. He just happens to be there. He busts his dad being a creepo on this hot chick. That's okay. Then scene ends.
Yeah.
Scene ends.
Showing off her underwear to a customer.
You see, you can't even see
Can't
the
even
line.
see it.
Back at home, and the family is there. The dread that fills Audrey's face is real.
Yeah.
Is real. The parents are already fighting. Folks, Merry Christmas. It's just pure chaos. It's just pure chaos in the Griswold home, and it seems to stay that way for a very long time throughout the rest of the movie. This is what Christmas is all about. I'll go park the cars and get the luggage. I'll be outside all season. So it's time to decorate the house, and that's what Russ and Clark are going to do. Don't you think you're overdoing it, Dad? Russ, when do I ever overdo it? We got to check all the bulbs. Oop, I got a little knot here. That knot is just enormous.
Enormous, not realistic. It's the size of the box.
He just hands, because he literally like pulls it out. It's all one big knot.
One giant knot.
Here
You take care of that.
Clark, he heads up a ladder. Things do not start well with the ladder. It collapses. It's narrow miss for Clark already at this point. I love how he looks around after not getting hurt, being surprised that he's not hurt.
Right.
He's like, well, nobody saw that, so it didn't happen.
It didn't happen. I'm not embarrassed.
Back up the ladder I go.
So back inside, sleeping grandpa's great bit and smoking grandma's, Sure.
Great bit.
Back, and then we're back outside already. Clark is making progress on the lights, like stapling himself to the house. Both his shirt, his glove, everything. And is that how it actually works? I've never hung up lights that crazy on a house, but do you actually staple each year, or is this just to run this bit in the movie?
So in the age of everything being wooden and not aluminum or vinyl for siding,
sure.
Yes,
I suppose that makes sense.
I could see it. It makes sense. It's just little holes that you would eventually just paint over anyways. But
harder to believe now, but it made sense in 1989.
It would make sense in 1989.
Okay, for sure. And once again, he's narrowly avoiding falling to his death. Audrey and Ellen making dinner. We're all making sacrifices, dear, because she does not want to sleep with Rusty.
I don't blame her.
And Ellen has a smoke.
But then immediately her mom is like, Ellen, are you smoking again?
No.
Even though she smokes like a chimney.
Yeah, like what's the difference? She's in the middle of her cigarette. Okay. Back outside, and Clark has a death wish. He's sliding off the roof and grabbing the gutters, pulling them off the house, and falling.
Yes.
Sending the ice dam straight into the neighbor's home and destroying their hi-fi stereo.
Clark, dinner's ready.
Love it. Okay, honey, I'm starving, he says from the bush.
And I love how Ellen looks around too, like, I'm not quite sure where he's at, but I'll just go back inside.
He must be in the bush. He's fine. And then we're inside at the neighbors. Something had to break the window. Something had to break the stereo. And why is the carpet all wet, Todd?
I don't know, Margot.
It had to be the Griswolds.
Had to be.
Outside for the lighting ceremony, 250 strings of lights, 100 individual bulbs per strand, for a grand total of 25,000 imported Italian twinkle lights. Fire it up, Dad. I dedicated this house to the Griswold family Christmas. Drum roll, please. They all do it. It's hilarious. Joy to the world. Psh, nothing.
Beautiful, Clark.
Beautiful, Clark. I hope all you kids can see what a waste of time this was. That's Ellen's dad that says that, right?
Yes,
he just does not like Clark. But, his dad comes there to be the sentimental guy. It's probably a bad bulb, son. If you need help, just give me a holler. I'll be asleep upstairs. I like that bit, too.
I do, too.
Well, Dad, it was a good try. In the house, as we hear Silent Night, and no one is having a good time to get to bed, especially Audrey. Grandpa's enjoying the view, though, from his, sassy magazine.
Yes, he's reading Audrey's some sort of teen magazine.
With a flashlight. And my favorite part of that is when the grandma almost wakes up, he doesn't give two shits.
No, not one
He
bit.
doesn't stop or try to hide the magazine.
He does not one bit.
Just keeps doing it. And Clark, he's still outside. He's checking those lights. The next morning, and Clark heads up to the attic with gifts to hide. Apparently, he has a place that he always hides the gifts in this little gap because he finds an old Mother's Day gift from 73 or 83?
83. Yep, 83.
My God. But he's taken that ladder to the face because, of course, Mom comes up and slams that thing closed because she's cold. And he's getting trapped up there, too. It's weird because he can't get back down. It's also weird that he says nothing as she's closing the ladder.
I really don't understand the mechanics of that. Can't he just seems like a really poor design.
Yeah, that doesn't seem realistic.
Does not
Once
seem
you're up
realistic.
there, you're screwed.
You're screwed.
And it's soundproof.
It's completely soundproof. And
So-
it'd probably be the exact opposite in an old home like that. You'd probably be able to hear everything going on up there, and it'd be obvious that he was in the attic.
Exactly. The whole family packs up and heads to the store. No one gives a shit about Clark other than Ellen, but
Barely.
Yeah, barely. She wants to go check, but her dad's like, "Oh, I need to eat for my back pills."
My back pills.
He's got a car of his own. So sure. We're back in the attic. We're back with Clark in the attic, and the cacophony of board smashes to the face. Love it. Just back and forth.
Every time.
Looney Tunes style.
It's straight up Looney Tunes style, and it's just, the physical acting of Chevy Chase is just the best.
Yeah, the
He's
best.
kind of known for his pratfalls and crazy physical gags, so particularly I am a big fan of that stuff in this movie. That is for sure.
I did assume when he went back and forth that he'd step on both at the same time. For the third one,
that would have been better. That would have been better.
But
You should have been on the set, Trav.
I should have been. But he's up in that chilly attic, and then he checks that window there, that little circular non-window
Vent
window.
thing, attic vent thing.
He pokes his head out just to see the family leave. Alan! So he's stuck in the attic because, again, the mechanics make no sense. But sure, it's time to put on his best mink shawl and bust through the ceiling, which doesn't startle him or break through enough to escape.
No,
because of the height of the bunk bed.
I thought that too. If he really wanted to get out, he probably could have gotten out right there.
I would assume.
Probably didn't want to make the hole any larger than it had to be, but still, he could have gotten out right there.
Yeah, but whatever. Add some pink gloves and old family movies on the 8mm, and it's down memory lane for Clark. And he loves it.
Yep.
He gets emotional. He loves Christmas for the memories, like you alluded to. That's what he wants for himself.
That's what he
to
wants.
Make them memories
Yep.
for his family. It's his happy place, a big family Christmas. Movie is based on a short story. Christmas Vacation is based on a short story, Christmas 59, written by John Hughes for National Lampoon in December 1980. The flick pays homage to its literary predecessor when Clark is trapped in the attic and pulls out a box of old home movies, including one labeled Christmas 59. Eagle-eyed viewers might notice that when Clark is watching the film, it actually says Christmas 1955.
Interesting. I mean, I like that little tie-in, even though they kind of messed it up either way, but that's all right.
Right. Finlay and the family makes it home from a long day of shopping, and Clark is free.
Yay.
Killing his wife in the process.
For real. He just crashes straight down on top of her.
Done for. Why would he be sitting on the ladder to the attic?
I don't know.
Nobody knows. But sure. Anyways, let's check in with Margot and Todd. Killer Adidas jogging gear.
Yes,
Definitely.
very futuristic.
Very futuristic. Very in nowadays.
Yes,
Very in.
yes.
They be getting horny.
Yes.
I want to kiss every square inch of your body. After you shower, of course.
Of course.
Of course. And back to Clark. He's still working on the lights. Ellen is there for support. Sparky.
Yes, honey.
Are you out here for a reason, or are you just avoiding the family?
No, I'm still checking the bulbs, but I can get Santa and his 8 tiny reindeer lit up.
Do you want me to do the drum roll?
I love how she says it as a jab at him as well, too.
No, here goes nothing. And it's exactly that. Santa won't even light up.
No, he won't do it.
Nope.
Clark is a complete failure, and he just doesn't get it.
Nothing works. Is it plugged in? You really think I would check thousands of bulbs without making sure it's plugged in? Maybe the kids have been fooling around with it. I'll check out back. Margot and Todd, they're getting frisky.
Finally.
And then Grandma turns on the light in the garage, and everything works.
Oh, my God.
Hey. And it's probably one of the funniest parts of the movie to see that
Yes.
the outlet with 9,000 things plugged into it, like 14 cheaters plugged into each other.
God.
No way that would ever happen, but sure. And Margot and Todd, they be blind now. As it turns out. This is a great little back and forth. Ellen sees it. Clark does not.
Clark!
Which I guess because he's kind of looking at the light on the inside of the house. But sure.
Yeah, and
I mean,
there's no lights on the back side of the house. He said he was going around back, so
but it's
I
so
don't know.
damn bright. It lights
Yes.
up like 5 city blocks.
It would have been, yeah.
But
he would
sure.
have noticed, that's for sure.
They draw so much power that the nuclear backup has to be engaged. Grandma turns off the lights, and the lights go out. And Margot and Todd stumble around their house in the dark, breaking more and more of their shit. He trips down the steps. I love that, too. With the lights out, and Clark goes to the front and Ellen to the garage, turning the lights back on, furthermore tormenting Todd and Margot. Clark calls everyone outside, but the lights go out, embarrassing Clark even more.
Oh, my God.
And then Todd, as I said, falls down the stairs. At this point, Clark has had it, and he takes it out on Santa and his 8 tiny reindeer. And then inside, Ellen figures it out.
Like, she's like, oh, it's the switch. We're morons.
We're idiots. And just as Clark is in a fit of rage, he plugs it back together, and Ellen turns on the light switch in the garage, and Clark is vindicated. Hallelujah.
Dad, it's beautiful.
And Margot and Todd do not share in the Griswold's jubilation.
No, they do not.
This has truly become quite the moment for Clark. The whole family, especially his parents, are proud of him. Dad, you taught me all I know about exterior illumination. Clark even hugs Ellen's mom and dad. The little lights aren't twinkling. I know. Thanks for noticing.
I know. Thanks for... The lights aren't twinkling. Enter Cousin Eddie. Dun, dun, dun.
Best character.
The house sure does look swell, Clark.
Eddie?
Talk about a curveball. Eddie is the ultimate curveball.
Yeah.
And the kids, Rocky, with his unidentified lip fungus. Eddie's son, Rocky, does not speak in the film. Not one word. Not one word in the whole film. And Ruby Sue, her eyes aren't crossed anymore, so that's a positive. She fell into a well, crossed her eyes, got kicked by a mule, and uncrossed her eyes.
Sure.
I don't know, Clark. I don't know how this stuff works. And Eddie's pride and joy, the dog, Snots.
After introducing the 2 kids, his pride and joy.
My pride and joy, Snots. I think he even says me and Catherine's pride and joy.
Yeah.
Appropriately named for that dog is Snots. It's an appropriate name. Turns out they would have called, but Eddie wanted to make it a surprise. Oh, and Clark is surprised.
Yeah.
If I woke up tomorrow with my head sewn to the carpet, I wouldn't be more surprised than I am right now. Eddie does not want to impose, though. But could you take the kids inside? You know, he wants to make the RV into his own personal bang bus, including rubber sheets and gerbils, which is a disturbing line within the movie, but that's okay. Cousin Eddie, he's based on a real guy. Quaid borrowed many of Cousin Eddie's mannerisms from a guy he knew growing up in Texas, most notably his tendency toward tongue clicking. But Eddie's sweater Dickie combo, that was an idea from Quaid's wife. Amazing. You know, with my line of work, buying a Dickie is an option for me in my uniform catalog.
Nice.
I should really do that. And the plot thickens. Clark is not happy at all. He went from his highest moment thus far to his lowest moment
immediately.
In an instant. Back inside, and Clark and Eddie reconnect. That's a honey of a tree, Clark. Is it real?
I dug it on the ground myself.
We got the dog drinking the water from the tree. Get out of there and head into the kitchen and get yourself something to eat.
I love how he says, no, the dog will be fine. A little tree water won't hurt him. He's like, that's not the point. You're going to kill my tree. And he says, oh, yeah, he drank a half quart of Pennzoil on the way here when he lifted his leg up the next morning.
Small warning about Snots. He's got a bit of a Mississippi leg hound in him. It's best to just let him finish.
Okay.
Thanks, Eddie. What about the older kids? Because Eddie has other children besides the 2 youngest. One's an alcoholic and the other's a carny.
Sure.
I mean, seems appropriate. I would. All the while, Eddie is just destroying everything around Clark's living room.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious. He destroys that little like hot air thing from the candle and all. He's just destroying everything around. Can I refill your eggnog for you? Get you something to eat? Drive you out into the middle of nowhere and leave you for dead?
No, I'm doing just fine, Clark.
It makes you think, like, did Eddie actually hear what Clark said?
No way.
Or if he did, does he even care? He's like, no, I'm fine.
I think he didn't even hear him. He's in his own little Eddie world.
Oh boy, that's really. So when did you get the tenement on wheels? Eddie traded his house for the RV. Sure.
As collateral or whatever. Like, he didn't actually trade it straight up. It's like a borrow situation, is what he says here.
Right,
at least.
Right. Don't go falling in love with it because we're taking it with us when we leave here next month. The spit take is just
one
the
of
best.
my favorite scenes.
The best. Back to the advent calendar. It's the 18th. It's been 4 days, 4 very long days for Clark at this
straight
point.
light work for 4 days.
Seriously. Back at Clark's office, and he has a gift for his boss. It's the same thing that everyone got.
Everybody somehow got him the exact same thing. Sure.
Put it over there with the others, greaseball. I hope my report helped at the conference. I'm sure it did, Griswold. Now, if you excuse me, I'm in the middle of a very important phone call. Get me somebody. Anybody.
Get me somebody while I wait for that person.
That did not go well for Clark.
No.
So it's time to hit the slopes. Smash cut. We're hitting the slopes. And Clark has an ace up his sleeve, a new silicone-based kitchen lubricant. 500 times more slippery than cooking oil.
Sure.
All right, so Clark lubes up that sled. Have you known anybody, or have you ever actually sprayed Pam on a sled?
No.
We did as kids. I'm sure it did nothing.
Sure, yeah. But you didn't have this.
No, it's very true. It's very true. Clark lubes up his sled. Eddie's going to sit this one out. He's got had a metal plate in his head. He had to replace it at the VA with a plastic one because the microwave would make him shit his pants and forget who he was for like 30 minutes, right? Isn't that what it was?
Yeah, piss his pants. But still, that's great.
So I'm going to sit this one out because, if he dents that thing, it's going to really mess up his part.
I know what you mean, he says.
So down the hill, Clark goes to hilarious effect. Don't try this at home, kids. I'm a professional. Later dudes.
I love that. Later dudes.
He should have given the surfer thing, whatever that's called.
The
hang loose thing. It's a ridiculous bit of like movie cheese, this whole sequence.
But it's awesome.
It's very unrealistic, but it's awesome. Just like you said, it's very awesome. And why didn't they give us just one shot of Clark's legs dangling out of that donation bin?
Seriously.
Just one shot
Give
of
us
it.
one.
Just one shot of it, please. And there's no way that Eddie and the kids would have been able to see Clark.
No
way. Not from that far
He ends up
away.
at a Walmart somewhere.
Yeah.
Somehow they have a perfect view of him.
And kind of like how that ice dam was very slow to be flying through the air to go through Margot and Todd's window.
Yeah.
Clark is like dramatically increasing and decreasing speeds at all these different points with this thing. It's just
going at the speed of light for at least 30 seconds.
Oh, boy. And bing, bang, bong. We are all the way up to the 21st now. We join Clark in his office fantasizing about his new pool. He's got a model.
Yeah.
He's really into that pool. He even had a model made for it. But he's worried about the bonus. If he doesn't get that bonus, he's in some very, very deep shit.
Yeah.
Back at the house in more pool fantasies. Mele Kaliki Kamaka is the... I particularly enjoy that Christmas song just because it's such a unique, just goofy Christmas song.
For sure.
I really love that one. Everyone is having a grand old time, and Clark is the hero once again. But there's Eddie. And his wife beater is a wife beater. I don't think you can say that anymore.
Probably not.
His
but
Hanes
white
tank top.
His white Hanes tank top tucked into his Speedo.
Leopard print Speedo.
Leopard print Speedo.
Oh, Clark's eternal thorn in his side. Clark can't even have a happy fantasy.
No.
He is a glutton for punishment. But then everything changes, and now there's a hot girl at the pool.
The one he saw that showed off her leggies.
The same very one. And Clark is into it.
Definitely.
She gets naked, side boob in a family comedy. Gotta love the 80s.
Yeah. At least he didn't get as into it as D-Spade and Tommy Boy.
It's like the same scene practically.
Scene.
I love that. It's like basically the same. Clark was watching a little Spanktrovision.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Side boob and a family comedy.
Love
Enter Ruby Sue. Santa Claus. oh, wait. What? You scared me. I'm not Santa Claus. Ruby and Clark have a great conversation. What are you doing up, sweetheart?
Rocky bit my thumb. Him's nervous because Christmas is almost there.
Nervous or excited?
Shitting bricks.
You shouldn't use that word.
Sorry, shitting rocks.
For me, Best joke in the whole
Love
movie.
it.
Best
Love it.
joke in the whole movie. I don't know why.
You can't not laugh when
my
the way
God.
she says it, just all innocent. Oh, sorry, shitting rocks.
I think that's what makes it so funny is her delivery is so spot
So
on.
good.
So spot on. It's very, very. Rocky and Ruby, they live a very sad life.
They do.
Very, very sad life.
They're honestly very good kids for how
Yes.
crappy of a life they live.
For how bad of a dad they
Yeah, seriously.
They didn't get anything for Christmas last year. They got the shaft, as Ruby says. Clark wants to change her opinion about Christmas. He has a new goal, and he gives that little girl some hope that maybe, just maybe, Santa is actually real and Christmas will only be filled with good memories.
Hey.
Besides, she loves it there, and I don't see why she wouldn't love it there after living in an RV for the better part of a year, it seems like.
Yeah.
You don't have to put a coat on to go to the bathroom, and the house is always parked in the same place. All positives.
Definitely.
Uncle Clark, are you sure you ain't Santa Claus? He's sure, but he is a good dude.
He is a good
He's
dude.
He's got such a heart of gold.
Yeah,
Clark
he
Griswold
does.
is like, you love him, but then you're like, man, I hate you. But then you're like, oh, Clark, you got a heart of
Oh,
gold,
Clark.
buddy.
So the next morning, Clark awakes to a loud house with the Blackhawks jersey on. He avoids all the hubbub and notices an asshole emptying a chemical toilet into the sewer. Shitter was full. That's for sure one of the best lines.
That was really good.
Shitter was full.
Shitter was full.
If that storm, he should know that if that storm sewer fills up with gas, you'd better not light a match anywhere near it. Foreshadowing. And back to Eddie handling human waste, drinking a beer, and smoking a cigar.
Talent. All talent.
Just hideous. Oh, love it. Todd from next door, he notices.
Yes.
Merry Christmas. Shitter was full.
He says it so happily, too.
So
Shitter
happily.
was full.
The best part of that, it's always kind of shaking it off like he's holding his dong, finishing,
yes,
pissing
he is.
outside.
Yes, he is.
Shitter was full. We see the remnants to Clark's shed. We see the remnants to Clark's sled.
So-
not much left of that bad boy.
Clark would have been admitted to the hospital that evening.
Definitely. But he held on to the sled.
He did.
He held on to that sled.
He did.
And Ellen sees the writing on the wall and talks to Clark. Eddie and Catherine don't have presents for their kids. And Eddie's been unemployed for 7 years.
He's been holding out for a managerial position.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Eddie would be that person.
Yeah,
of
so
course, too.
amazing.
So only one thing left to do, and Clark takes Eddie shopping at the local Walmart.
Love it. Double Walmart feature in
Loving
this movie.
it. Yep. And Eddie takes Clark for everything he's got. I mean, we are talking a 6-pack of canned Elpo for the dog,
Yep.
and then 3 20-pound bags of dog food. He points to the Milk-Bone biscuit giant box and tells Clark to grab it. And then, right after Clark puts light bulbs on top of that, he smashes what must be a 50-pound bag of dog food on top of that. Oh man. And Clark doesn't say anything.
No,
He's
he
like,
doesn't.
Whatever.
He does not.
Just gonna help him out, I guess. So they're in the store. They have nothing. They lost the farm. So Clark tells Eddie that he wants to give the kids a good Christmas. Eddie, he's reluctant at first, but he accepts the offer. And he has a list prepared in his pocket, even though he had no money himself.
Yep.
But sure. But he wants to get Clark something real nice.
Oh, Eddie, you shouldn't have. I love that. So this is his whole point of surprising Clark on Christmas was to basically take him for everything he's got.
Basically.
That's it. That's the whole point of showing
That's
up
why
on
the
Christmas.
one person who's not related to anybody in the family was the one who didn't want to tell anyone they were coming. Surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
So we flash forward to the 24th, and Bethany and Lewis show up. Is your house on fire, Clark?
No, Bethany, that's just the lights.
Don't throw me down, Clark.
I'll try not to, Bethany.
Bethany loves riding in cars.
Isn't dementia funny?
They do have presents, suspicious presents, but presents nonetheless. but not for Clark. He gets nothing. Bethany wrapped up her damn cat.
Very funny. Great.
Hilarious.
Poor
Definitely
kitty.
awesome. She wrapped up the Jell-O mold as well,
Yuck.
which leads to a disgusting
Very
Eddie
disgusting.
sucking off Ellen's finger. Sure. Okay. And Aunt Bethany is Betty Boop.
Interesting, huh?
Yeah. If actress Mae Questel's voice sounds familiar, there's a reason. Christmas Vacation marked the final film of Mae Questel, who began her career as the voice of Betty Boop in 1931. She passed away at the age of 89 in January of 1998.
She was like 79 in this movie. She looks much older than 79.
Definitely
in this
looks
movie.
older. The dementia is believable,
Yes.
for sure. Bethany and Lewis's entrance made the earth move. At the same time, the production filmed the arrival of Uncle Lewis and Aunt Bethany at the Griswold's home, a minor earthquake struck. The camera shakes slightly as a result of it, and Bethany walks through the front door.
I tried to watch that and see if I could notice it. I didn't notice it.
I didn't notice
I
it.
didn't
for sure.
notice it. So.
But time for dinner on Christmas Eve. Before we begin, since it's Aunt Bethany's 80th Christmas, I think she should lead us by saying the saying of grace.
What, dear?
Grace.
She passed away 30 years ago.
They want you to say grace. The blessing.
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
And they all join. Eddie stands up, of course. And then they end it with amen.
So you had to do the pledge in school growing up, correct?
Yes, yep.
Did you? So when we got to high school, we had a couple of teachers made it known that you didn't have to do the pledge if you didn't want to.
Sure.
Did you ever have
We
that?
didn't have to in high school.
Yeah. So
I went to Lutheran grade school and we did. I went to
did.
public high school and we never did.
It's just, I don't know. The Pledge of Allegiance is an interesting thing. I read a whole article about it. It was developed and marketed to schools to sell flags by a flag manufacturer.
Wow.
Interesting.
It worked.
It worked.
It worked.
Sold a lot of flags.
So smash cut, time to cut the turkey and save the neck for me, Clark.
Okay, Eddie.
What does that even mean?
Don't know.
Is that his favorite part?
It
Is
must
that the
be.
juiciest part? But yeah, the turkey is ruined, to say the least. It's just a little dry. It's fine.
Oh my God! When he splits that thing open, it just.
Just steam.
I
comes
feel like
out
it
of
would
that thing.
smell bad too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Everyone's doing their best at eating it. They're crunching away. You know, Clark's mom's dunking it in the water in her cup. They're doing whatever they can. But then you see Clark kind of struggling with his Jell-O, and that's because there's cat food in the Jell-O.
Cat food in the Jell-O.
Yuck. And Aunt Bethany's cat, it finds the Christmas tree. Hey kids, I heard on the news that the airline pilot spotted Santa's sled on its way from New York. Are you serious, Clark?
Are you serious, Clark?
He just has to ignore him. Like, okay, idiot. Snot. What about Snot? He's just yakking up a bone. He's probably just sniffing through the garbage. Uncle Lewis, he needs his stogie, and Clark obliges. Is there anything else I can do for you, Uncle Lewis? In the living room, and Clark retrieves the stogie and notices some lights out on the tree, so he plugs it back in, electrocuting the cat.
Honey?
The cat got vaporized.
Vaporized.
If that thing had 9 lives, it sure just spent all of them. Eddie and Clark take their chair out to the curb, and it reeks like poo-poo gas coming from the glowing sewer. Uncle Lewis lights up that stogie by the tree, incinerating it. And in an instant, my tree!
So what's the matter with you?
Look what you've done to my tree.
Lewis is on fire.
Yeah, so he grabs the curtain and slams him to the ground. And the tree is done for. It was an ugly tree anyway. At least I put it out of its misery. So I knock at the door, and what is it? I got a delivery for Clark W. Grisman. It was supposed to be delivered yesterday, but it fell between the seats. I'm sorry. Just closes the door on the poor kid. It's Christmas Eve. Like, he brought what you think is your bonus check at this point. Just closes the door. Poor guy. Could this be the bonus check that Clark has been waiting for? It just has to be. What else could it be? My bonus. I was going to wait till tomorrow to tell you all this, but with this check, I'm putting in a swimming pool.
The family rejoices.
Clark had to lay out the money in advance, and until this baby came in, I didn't think I'd have enough money in my account to cover the check I wrote. If there's enough left over, I'm going to fly you all out here to help dedicate it.
And the family rejoices a second time.
I can't swim, Clark.
I know that, Eddie.
It is, in fact, not money.
Oh, no.
It's a subscription to the Jelly of the Month Club.
Oh, tasty.
Clark, that's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year. Takes another sip of his beer that clearly Clark paid for. And Clark is freaking out.
Yes, he is freaking out.
He wants his boss at his house so he can tell him, what a cheap, lying, no good, rotten flower flush... Damn it. What a cheap, lying, no good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, death-eating, inbred overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is. Hallelujah. Holy shit, where's the Tylenol?
Amazing, right?
Yeah,
I love that.
Amazing.
I love that.
It made me think of, like, do they use that in Home Alone in the Angels with Filthier Souls? Like, does he use part of that rant? 'Cause
Man,
that's after this.
It is, and it's also a Hughes film, so it's possible. It's possible.
The rotten four flushing, at least that part of it,
Man,
I swear, is in part of it.
It's possible.
You guys have all listened to our episodes. You let us know. To help Chase nail that explicit-filled tirade, his fellow actors wore cue cards.
Interesting, right?
Makes sense, because, yeah, that was intense. And as D'Angelo explained in a 2015 conversation with the Dinner at the Party download, this particular scene was blocked in a way that would allow each of us to have around our necks a piece of rope that was attached to a big cue card. The rant was divided into sections so that they could all go away through the beginning to the end without a chance of forgetting his lines. If you watch it, you can see him. His eyes go from character to character as he's going on with the speech, because we've got to get the lines in there.
I like that. I mean, it makes it look like, so once you know that and you watch the scene, you can see that he's just moving. But it also, if you don't know that, it just makes it look like he's just like speaking to
involving everybody there.
In the
like,
conversation.
this is one of the Christmas memories that he wants everybody to remember. So, well, I guess that seems to have given Eddie an idea. So Eddie heads off into the night in the RV.
Yeah, that's not a good thing. And nobody's like, hey, where's Eddie going?
No.
Who cares? He's not possibly going to commit terrible crime or
he
anything.
Wouldn't do that, Clark.
Clark grabs his chainsaw. Okay.
Uh-oh.
And he heads over to the nearest tree and cuts it down. Flash to Todd and Margot.
Yep.
They're having a very nice dinner. Margot's regretting not having a tree. Where are you going to find a Christmas tree on Christmas Eve? Well, one crashes through their window.
Yeah.
The looks on their faces, they're just like, what is going on? Oh my
Priceless.
God, what is going on? Clark has gone off the deep end at this point. They need a coffin. I mean a tree. And he got one. Are you okay, honey?
I'm fine.
He even fixes the newel post, which is hilarious. Oh, it's a little wiggly. I'm going to just chop that right off there. Back downstairs, and Clark is making the best of the situation, placing the rewrapped presents under the tree. But there's a squirrel in that tree.
Hey.
When that thing comes flying out of there.
Yeah,
like, I love the shot, like the shot from behind the squirrel as it jumps out of the tree. I love that. I love that so much. The house is in chaos. Once again, Bethany and Lewis completely unaware. Completely unaware. And Clark's mom is playing dead on the floor.
Yeah.
She's just just laying dead there. Clark's got a plan. Ross!
He's right there.
He's right there. He's going to catch that little bugger in his coat and smack it with a hammer. But where could that squirrel be? It's on Clark's back. And then his dad's just like, squirrel! No worries. Snot is on the case, destroying the house even further. The house is just like devolving into pure destruction.
Seriously.
Margot wants Todd to go over to the Griswolds and punch Clark in the face. But he's not gonna die.
Not gonna die.
So she's gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's a bad choice.
Very bad choice.
So she's at the front door. Clark opens the door. The squirrel attacks, and then so does Snot.
Yeah.
And then Clark just shuts the door.
Shuts the door.
Gone.
And she goes back home.
She does. Back home with Todd. And Margot punches him out because she's really pissed that she got attacked by the dog and the squirrel.
Yeah.
Back at home with the Griswolds, and everyone is leaving. Oh no, we are all in this together. Nobody's leaving. We've got a full-blown 4-alarm Christmas here. We're going to press on, and we're going to have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap danced with Danny fucking Kaye.
That's an 89 PG-13 for you.
It's funny, the subtitles edit out the fucking, and it doesn't say fucking, which is kind of funny. I'm like, why not put it in there?
The first time I watched this was recorded on YouTube TV on TBS. So then I had to pop in the Blu-ray, and yeah.
So which version do you prefer?
Definitely the Blu-ray.
Definitely the Blu-ray, right?
Blu-ray. I mean, I watched it Blu-ray last Christmas for the first time. Yeah. Spoiler alert. But I didn't think there was going to be that many differences, but there's a good amount of differences.
There's enough differences, huh? Okay, because if I catch it on TV, it's like one of those things where I'm like, I'll just have it on, watching it. It's on in the background while I'm doing stuff around the house. Mm-hmm. But if I'm going to sit down and watch it, I almost always do the Blu-ray. I almost always do the Blu-ray. Continue Clark's tirade, and when Santa forces his fat white ass down the chimney tonight, he's going to find the jolliest bunch of assholes this side of the nut house. Clark is over. Clark, it's over. I think it's best if everyone goes home before this gets worse. Worse? Take a look around you, Ellen. We're at the threshold of hell. Flash to Eddie's RV, and it seems he has picked someone up. But who? It's a very fancy house. There's only one person. Back with the Griswolds, and Clark's dad is making Clark feel better. You cocked it up, and that's okay. Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
Clark only wants the best for his family. Dad, are you going to recite the Nightmare Before Christmas? That would have been better.
That would have been sick.
Dad, are you going to recite The Night Before Christmas? No, it's your house. I'm retired.
How touching.
The baton has been passed, even though
the new memories are.
I mean, how old is Clark in this? Like 45? You'd think that the baton
would have been passed already.
Passed a while ago. So that's what Clark does, and he has the attention of the whole family. It's a very nice scene in the movie. Despite what has already happened, they still gathered together as a family, creating those Christmas memories in front of the fire on what's supposed to be a new Christmas memory because it's the first time Clark's doing this.
Right,
so
right.
That's cool. So he's succeeding without trying, right?
Yeah.
He's succeeding in his goal to create these memories without trying. So I like that. It's kind of points you in the direction that, yes, Clark does have good intentions. He's just kind of a fuck up.
Yeah.
Enter Eddie and his new friend. Mr. Shirley in a bow tie tied up with a dog chain. That does not seem great for Christmas Eve. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, Clark. Are you ready to do some kissing? I have never been treated like this in my life. I'm sorry. This is our family's first kidnapping. It's actually not her first kidnapping. They take John Candy's character kind of kidnapped. They kind of kidnap him in the beginning of the first, not the beginning,
nice.
The end of the first Vacation movie. So it's not really their family's first kidnapping. Clark is fired.
Yeah.
And Eddie tries to take the fall. You're going to go to jail, and you are still fired. No, Eddie, it was my fault. I lost my temper when I lost my bonus. Bonus? How did you get a bonus? I cut out all the bonuses this year. So there you go. He was very intentional. It was no mistake.
Yep.
Thanks for telling us. 17 years with the company, and I've gotten a bonus every year but this one. What you did is just plain sucks, which just plain sucks. Thanks, Rusty. Clark is going to take responsibility on behalf of himself and on behalf of every other employee you rear-ended this Christmas. Looking into the eyes of everyone there, Mr. Shirley has a change of heart. Look, sometimes things look good on paper. A healthy bottom line doesn't matter much when you hurt the people around you. The little people like you.
Just another little dig.
Just another little dig. Carl, whatever you got last year, add 20%.
And then another dig, Carl.
Yeah. The pool is back in play, and Clark passes out, just hits the floor.
Yeah.
Enter the police, like all of them. Like every one of the police that are in Chicago.
Yeah, seriously. Breaking the windows again.
Again.
Okay.
At Margot's house, the police break down her door, too, for reasons. Sure. Merry Christmas and to all a good night. Smash! And they've got a house full of police. Freeze! Not you, them. I love how the cops freeze.
Yeah.
That's so very funny. I think you've made a terrible mistake. The family is frozen, and Ellen has a handful of wang.
Yeah.
She really, really does. Beverly D'Angelo improvised the risque sight gag during the SWAT team segment. Take a good look at the Griswold clan after the SWAT leaders yells freeze. During the mayhem, Ellen plants her right hand firmly on Clark's crotch and keeps it there. She says, I did that spur of the moment and told Chevy just to see if anyone would notice on set. D'Angelo told Rolling Stone, but we did a couple of takes and no one mentioned it.
Nice.
So, all right. Mr. Shirley's wife is there. She shows up. He swears he's fine and that it was all a big misunderstanding. I'm not pressing any charges. What? It was a mistake. A mistake. I did something I shouldn't have, and these people called me on it. This is Clark Griswold and his family. He did it.
He got his name right.
Got his name
right after calling him Carl 2 minutes ago.
So it means it's been intentional the whole time.
Yeah.
Remember I was toying with the idea of taking away the Christmas bonuses?
You didn't.
That's pretty low, mister. If I had a rubber hose, I would beat you too. I changed my mind. Ruby Sue, she spots a shooting star and the northern lights. Look, it's Santa Claus. Everyone runs outside. No, that's the Christmas star. And that's what matters tonight. Not bonuses or gifts or turkeys or trees. See, kids, it means something different to everybody. And now I know what it meant to me. That ain't the friggin' Christmas star, Grizz. It's the light on the sewage treatment plant. That's appropriate. I love that so
Love
much.
it.
Once again, Clark is at the highest point of his life, and then it's dashed to the bottom of the pit again.
Yep.
That thanks Uncle Lewis and his stogie. Sewer gas, don't drop that. And then guess what he does? Uncle Lewis goes boom, boom.
Great. How they just fly that dummy up into the air so quick. I love it.
It's very, very funny. And that's Santa and his 8 tiny reindeer get airborne. We haven't talked about it, but I do love the pile of destroyed Christmas garbage at his curb that just keeps on growing and growing and growing. The family goes flying. Aunt Bethany, she loves it. And the rockets red glare. They all join in again, including the cops.
Sure.
And then Bethany, the final, just puts the exclamation point on it. Play ball. Merry Christmas, Sparky. And Clark is just like, I did it.
I did it.
I did it. Clark got the Christmas to remember just like he always wanted. Roll credits. So the Christmas Vacation is the only sequel in the Vacation franchise to have its own sequel.
Okay.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation 2, Cousin Eddie's Island Adventure.
Oh my God.
Don't be disappointed if you didn't know that or if you haven't seen it. The 2003 film, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation 2, Cousin Eddie's Island Adventure, I just wanted to say it again, was made for television. It finds Randy Quaid and Miriam Flynn as Eddie and Catherine, respectively, stranded on an island in the South Pacific for the holidays. Yes, really. It currently holds a 12% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. So I think I want to see it just out of morbid curiosity.
Yeah.
Just out of morbid
You go
curiosity.
worse rating than Dragon Ball Evolution.
That's hard. All right, Trav, tell me, did you like it?
I obviously
Duh.
love it. And I'm one of the weird people who hadn't seen it till last year, like I said.
I can understand how you could miss that. I really can understand.
And it's one of those movies that Lauren actually did watch every Christmas growing up, so it's funny that she got it for me because she knew I'd like it. And yeah, I put it right up there with the Home Alones for me, that I could watch it at any time of
Agreed.
the year and think it's hilarious.
Agreed.
Like I had no problem watching it in November to get ready for this whatsoever. And I'm going to watch it again on Christmas.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I love Chase in this, and obviously Randy Quaid is amazing.
Stellar. He's
Like,
absolutely
from
stellar.
the outfits to his mannerisms to his laugh, everything. Love it.
Yeah.
But I know you like it, but tell
Yes.
me how much you like it.
On a scale of 1 to Christmas amazing, it's Christmas fantastic. It's way up there. It's way, way up there. It's a yearly watch. I will be watching it again, hopefully more than one more time here before Christmas.
For sure.
Before Christmas comes up. It wasn't one that I particularly watched a lot growing up, but in my teens and in my 20s especially is when I really discovered a love for this movie. And every time I watch it, I'm just reminded of how much I love it and how it's such a great Christmas comedy. And it's a little raunchy, which is fun. I like that type of a comedy, and you don't get that out of many Christmas comedies. Obviously, you got your Bad Santas and stuff like that, but name another another raunchy Christmas comedy.
Right.
There just aren't very many,
Yeah.
and I enjoy that out of it. It's a great movie.
Love
It's
the Midwest setting.
Absolutely.
Being from the Midwest.
Clark, it's got a very happy ending. Clark gets
Yeah.
everything. He gets the pool. He gets his redemption throughout the movie with the Christmas lights. He gets his family memories.
Presumably the cops are going to fix the windows
Yeah.
for him, and he won't have to pay for that. I mean,
their house is completely destroyed. Completely destroyed. But it's an absolutely amazing Christmas movie, and thanks to Man Bear Pig for the suggestion. Probably should have gotten this one maybe a year or two ago, but still, it was a great suggestion. I'm glad we got to do it
you
this
did have
year.
it possibly marked down a year or two ago, and somehow we subbed it for something else.
If I remember, sometimes I get scared about a movie, right?
Sure,
you
sure,
know that. Like
sure.
sometimes I get scared, but then I always try to remind myself, we did The Shining.
Yeah,
we can do whatever
exactly.
movie we want,
Exactly.
basically. But I think that was the case. I was kind of like, oh, I don't want to mess this one up, type of thing. But yeah, it's a great Christmas movie, and it's a great Christmas episode. So Merry Christmas to all you
Merry
Christmas people out there.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Anything else, Trav?
Nope.
All right, with all of that out of the way, why don't we transition over to that homework assignment for not next week, but in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Because it's 2 weeks, bitches.
Suck it.
We're taking what might be considered a left turn after a Christmas movie and doing Total Recall from 1990, directed by Paul Verhoeven, screenplay by Ronald Shusett, Dan O'Bannon. My name is Dan O'Bannon.
That is a badass thing.
Yes, it is. Gary Goldman. Story by Ronald Shusett, Dan O'Bannon, and John Povil. Based on We Can Remember It For You, Wholesale by Philip K. Dick. Philip K. Dick also wrote The Running Man. Or not The Running Man. He wrote Blade Runner.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he also wrote, but that was also called Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? I think is
nice.
Don't quote me on that, or email me and correct me. I dare you.
I dare you.
Produced by Buzz Fittenhands, Ronald Shusett, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger as Douglas Quaid. There's a little bit of a connection. Randy Quaid, Douglas Quaid.
Nice.
/ Carl Hauser. That'll become more evident if you've never seen the movie and you can do your homework. Rachel Ticotin. Rachel Ticotin as Melina. Sharon Stone as Lori.
Yeah.
Ronnie Cox as Vilos Cohagen. Michael Ironsides as Richter. This is our first reappearance of Michael Ironsides since Top Gun, correct?
That's what it was.
Yes,
I was trying to
Top Gun.
remember what we had seen him in.
Love me some Michael Ironsides. He's just got that face, you know. I love that. Marshall Bell as George and Quato. Michael Champion as Helm. Mel Johnson Jr. as Benny. Roy Brocksmith as Dr. Edgemar. Rosemary Dunsmore as Dr. Renata Lull. Cinematography by Just Vacano. Edited by Frank J. Uristi. Man, some names, man.
Yeah.
Music by Jerry Goldsmith. Produced by Carlico Pictures. Distributed by TriStar Pictures. Released June 1st, 1990. A budget of $48 to $80 million. That is a very big...
Yeah. Question mark there.
48 to 80 million.
I don't know. We might have spent 32 more million. I can't be sure.
So what was the budget of this movie? 48? Nah, 80.
Yeah, I give or take somewhere in there. You have a $32 million questionable gap. Okay.
While in 1990, it had a box office. This is a real number that we could actually... had a box office of $261.4 million. That is $647.9 million in 2025.
Hell yeah.
That's a blockbuster.
Yeah. Even at that time, even if it was the 80 million mark, that's
Right.
over 3 times your budget.
That's
Like,
a blockbuster.
hell yeah.
That is a blockbuster. Well, Trav, with all of that out of the way, would you like to hit me with that outro?
It's outro time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to get into Total Recall, though, because I have never seen it.
I think you'll love it just as much, if not more, than Running Man.
Ooh, damn,
I think you will.
Damn, that's some lofty goals.
So it's like kind of peak Arnie, like
Nice.
Total Recall, Predator, Iron Man. You can't really throw Terminator in there because it's like its own thing, and that is peak Arnold Schwarzenegger.
For sure.
But
True Lies.
True Lies,
Yeah.
man, Arnie's got some good motherfucking
good
films.
ones. Yeah, I'm always stoked for Arnie, obviously. So yeah, that'll be a good one. Probably gonna watch it tonight.
Nice.
So yeah, when it comes to the emails, You let us down again, listeners. No, I'm just kidding. But if you want to have an email on this that we read or suggest something that we cover, email us at podcast@overduehomework.com. As I said earlier in the episode, we are on Facebook and Instagram at Overdue Homework Podcast. And we're going to try to throw a little more at you on the YouTube channel.
Yep.
So if you're not already, follow us on YouTube at Overdue Homework Podcast. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a like when you watch something on there. And as always, make sure you tune in to the next exciting episode of the Overdue Homework Podcast.